Italian culture has always been very family oriented
It is a big part of Italian culture.
and also is a key role in preserving it from generation to generation. A weaker family structure will lead people away from Italian culture and could potentially make people worse off at the same time. There are several factors that cause the importance of family to fade away as the generations go on, whether it is bad parenting, the overindulgence of Italian culture, or lack of care. This culture has been brought to Italian Americans that have come over the Great Migration. Between 1881 and 1920, 4.6 million Italians went to America. That was around one-sixth of Italy's population. Peasant life in Italy was not great. Peasant housing was one single room for an entire family with no floor. Some families would even live with animals, and beds were made out of a thin layer of straw. These conditions could have been a major reason why people left Italy. These Italians left the country for better opportunities in America. This move was not only for them, but for their family and future generations of their family. And the sheer amount of people leaving Italy shows how many people really valued the future of their family, further showing how important family is to the Italian culture. Family oriented culture for Italian Americans usually stays pretty consistent among the first generation of Italian American families. We see this instance with Vito Corleone and his family in The Godfather Part 1. Through the over 40 years in Vito's time in America, his family has always been a strong foundation for their lives. Sadly, after Vito's passing, we start to see the downfall of this family culture among the Corleone family. They start participating in the money mafia lifestyle. Sometimes, gifts or presents are taken instead of real human connection. When Michael is away doing business in Cuba, Tom Hagen buys Anthony a tiny red electric convertible for Christmas. Tom is taking the place of the father in this instance. Tom makes up for not being the real father by buying him a present which basically means nothing to little Anthony. Anthony has had this happen to him before as well. One time, when Michael is tucking his son into bed, he asked him how he liked his birthday party. His son told Michael that he got a bunch of presents from people he did not know. This further shows that the family is put on the back burner and is replaced with consumerism. This path eventually leads Michael to being lonely. Now, while this may look like this is the fault of the children of the Italian immigrant, this is not always the case. Sometimes, this culture is pushed so heavily on the children of the immigrant parents that the kid becomes discouraged by it. We see this in Marty, where throughout the movie, Marty's getting pressured and pressured by his mother, Mrs. Paletti, to start a family with a woman, even though Marty cannot find anyone to start a family with. When Marty actually finds a woman, Mrs. Paletti gets almost jealous and starts discouraging him from pursuing Clara. This could lead to confusion and resentment of his mother, breaking ties with her and letting go of his Italian family and culture. We see more of this bad parenting in the movie True Love, when Michael's parents allow him to get drunk every night and take away his responsibilities for him. This doesn't allow the love between Michael and Donna to flourish because of the way Michael is enabled by his parents. It also does not help that Michael and Donna have been pushed by the idea of marriage by their culture in a wrong way, which could rush the two into a marriage that wouldn't be healthy. Now, while we do not see what happens after they get married, certainly the last scene does not leave us with a good picture of it because they are both very upset. This bad relationship could result in the two not really carrying on the Italian culture that pushed them into this bad marriage. Leaving Italian culture disconnects the characters presented and they assimilate more with American culture. While there is nothing wrong with American culture, fully forgetting your family's roots will make your family foundation worse off. This could cause generations of lost identity or worse family picture as a whole. All of this results from the various factors that turn Italian Americans away from their family and can be in part a reason why people are worse off